welcome back. What if I'm like a faceless, a headless? Like y'all can see me, but I'm like headless today. I guess it's a good thing y'all not seeing me at all, huh? Alright, this is cool for me. So, okay, let's see. Where do we get started? Water. Guys, I don't know if it would make, like, I don't just want to drink tap water. That's the problem. Even if it's like purified in those filters, I go through all these freaking bottles. But I need to figure out a better technique to do. Maybe I should get a big water like bottle for myself and like gallons of water or something. I don't know. Anyways, so I find it very odd that during the time, like, I don't really get these moments a lot in my life where I just feel like super like stressed or whatever, like my mental's just like completely drained or whatever. But when I have this, I just kind of pay attention to like what's going on because it rarely happens for me. And one thing I have noticed is that I can't just say everybody because that's unfair to say, but a lot of people around me are like going through situations where it's just like they want me to pour into them and I just can't because I'm going through whatever I'm going through. And I'm just like, So I looked it up. Well, come to find out, Mercury retrogrades like in like a day and a half from now, and I can't deal with people during a Mercury retrograde. Like, I really can tell the difference. Like, I really, really can. Everyone's on eggshells. It's very stressful, very tense. And I don't know if we're getting pre-Mercury retrograde or what the hell is going on, but all I know, all I freaking know is that a lot of people around me are like stressed out. And so the first and foremost, I wanted to do some research and see like tips to manage stress, anxiety. Um, what is stress? How can you like prevent it, or just different little tips? So I've done some research. I've talked to some people today, and I also went right here on YouTube and watched some videos. So I recommend y'all go do the same. But hey, since y'all are here talking to me now, let's go over any ideas. And if y'all have any tips or want to jot down something for how you deal with stress and anxiety, and what's the damn title here? I know it was like stress, anxiety, balance, overthinking. That was the other one. Oh, sir, you are not coming over. My dog sits there and like makes this noise. He'll eventually either bark or start scratching. We'll see. But anyways, see. Okay. Come on. Bring your little fluffy butt in here. What? What do you want? She must have got done eating. Now you want to come back in here with me. You only left me for some damn. Okay, so when I was sitting, okay, when I was sitting there like watching these videos and everything, okay, excuse you. One thing that I found out is, I guess I never thought about it. It really helps watching these videos because it puts things into perspective. But like stress comes from pressure. And when I sit there and think about it, when I'm feeling stressed, it's because at that very moment in time, I have so much pressure on me. Whether it's people putting pressure on me, financial stuff putting pressure on me, I'm putting pressure on me, I'm putting pressure on me. I put so much pressure on myself. And I'm just like, wow. Like that could be the cause of my stress. It's coming from all this pressure. So how can we handle that? What can we do? By the way, thank y'all for being here. Appreciate it. One thing that I want to stand out, like I had these notes in no particular order, but I definitely want to talk about this one, is I wrote it all down. Is it's okay to tell people no. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say, look, I cannot be here for you right now. Like I'm so sorry. I can't. And it's okay. And you have that right to do so. I think a lot of the times I put pressure on myself as if I don't have the right to tell people, no, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you right now. I can't be there to listen to your problems right now. I can't do it. Um, so tell people no. That's what I'm definitely gonna practice. Um, okay, so one of my friends was telling me, so one of the issues that I have right now is, I guess a word, we're gonna make it up, move out mess. And I didn't move out, I'm still here, but you know what? Oh my gosh. Shoot, we'll go take a shower right now. One thing when, I guess when you move from place to place and you just leave, I'm sorry guys, let me reel it back in. I had all these damn people at my house that are out now, and I just feel like they just made my house a mess. Like they didn't care. Like I was gone the weekend, and the two house guests that I have both had to get the fuck out. Well, one was supposed to be here, but I had to kick out that day, which is a whole nother story. And the other one, well, he was already gonna leave. And I come back and I walk back in my apartment, and every room in the house is like a fucking disaster. And I'm just like, whoa, did we have just a whole like tornado come through here? Like, what the hell is going on? And so that has been one thing that's been like really stressful for me. And so one of my friends was saying, well, just take it step by step. So if y'all have something that's like this heavy load piled on you that you have to tackle on, well, just break it down into pieces and just complete each piece until the pie is complete. And I noticed when I did that, that helped me out a lot. So just hearing that from that person and also on the video was good. Identify, one thing they said was identify what is triggering you to have stress. So if it's something coming up, something that you already know that's going to be on there, even if it's a stressful event, you can like mentally prepare yourself. So if something's going on in like 3 days and it's going to be like super stressful, you can already mentally note like, hey, I'm going to walk into this situation. This is a little triggering for me, but I'm prepared enough to know that, you know, I can get through this. It's already on my brain. I know it's going to happen. I can just overcome this. So we talked about that. I want to make sure I read all my notes because they were really good. I want to talk about this one. Oh, that's a good one. It's taking a break. So when you have all these tasks that you need to complete and you're just like, well, it's so overwhelming, so you do a little bit and then you take a break. I like that advice and don't like that advice. I notice with me personally, when I get started, like I need to keep going because if I take a break, I'm not going to want to complete it. Maybe you are the type that need to take those little breaks. If you're somebody like me and you know if you take a break it's going to distract you, my best practice for that would be set an alarm. You want to take a 15-minute break because you've been working for 3 hours or you've been whatever for a long period of time. Set an alarm so when that alarm goes off, okay, time to clock back in, time to go complete that task, time to get that accomplished. And it also said reward yourself. So it said this in a couple of videos that I was watching. Also, my friend had said this earlier, and I liked her example. It was pretty cute. She said, you know, sometimes you can go through and complete these tasks. Maybe your reward might be to like pleasure yourself, masturbating. get a nut. So, whatever that is, kindly reward yourself. Okay. Meditate. I do this every day regardless. I feel when I'm stressed out, I need to do a midday meditation, even if it's just like a 5 minute meditation. You can find some really good ones on YouTube. Excuse me, but just taking that time out will help you, like, ooh. Because I know when I'm like overwhelmed and stressed out, and I don't know if I have anxiety. I don't really like, I feel like people overuse that word. So I don't know, but um, when I'm having those days, taking that 5 minutes to, like, a lot of times I'll go completely in my closet and just take 5 minutes and just come back feeling refreshed. So that may work for y'all, maybe not, but that's one tip. Grounding, 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 grounding. Going outside and putting your feet, okay, y'all, I be thinking it's disgusting when people walk outside barefoot, but for purposes of connecting with the earth, going outside barefoot and just digging your feet, digging your toes into like the dirt and the grass, or just as close to the earth as you can, and just standing there and grounding yourself really helps. You can also work with crystals that help ground. One I know off the top of my head that's a good grounding crystal is red jasper. That one's really good for grounding. Y'all can look up other crystals if that's your route. But yeah, that helps. Oh, this was a good one. Now, this one was a really cute one, and you know, let's talk about it. Cuddling, hugging, and just touching in general. Just having touch from another human being, guys, that is a great stress relief. The video said something about it increases your endorphins, and the one that causes stress, it started with a C, and I can't remember the word, but it slows that down when you just hug. So even just a friend, like, I've noticed the difference when sometimes I'm talking to people, if I'm talking to them in person, and they're like really like letting their hearts out or whatever, and I just go and I wrap my arms around them and I hold them tight and I just give them a nice big squeeze. I can tell the difference that it makes in them, and I've tested this with strangers, with people, with someone I was in a relationship with friends. Like, I've just done all kinds of tests. And with kids, like, it works. Just grasping them when they're having a meltdown or these moments, or they're just like, ugh, and giving them a nice tight hug. I don't know if it's my energy personally, but I definitely saw the difference. Cuddling. I just think about like the last time I was cuddling with someone, and you really do feel that like stress relief. Like, you just are in their arms and you're all snuggled up nice and tight, and most likely you're not on your phones and not really worried about anything else, and just being like that in that position. I was like, oh yeah, like, why did I think of this? That's definitely true. um so hugging, cuddling, touching, kissing, if you have someone. And let's talk to those single people out there, or it's just people that may not have someone to cuddle with. A plushie works just fine. Snuggle up with these stuffies and or your dog or your animals. I know sometimes just giving Floof a nice big hug just really helps. So try that. Um, One of the videos said to view stress as a challenge. So when we think that we're stressed and then we think about, oh my gosh, we're stressed, what are we going to do? Oh, it's causing more stress. But if you think of it as a challenge that you need to overcome and practice it that way, that could help. It also said, think of stress as not an enemy. Like, stress is not your enemy, but more of a friend that needs to be reasoned with. So a lot of the times we're like, we get stressed and we get all anxious and we get mad and we're just irritable and just like, oh, I'm stressed out. Oh, what am I gonna do? And this is causing you more stress. But you know those friends that come around and maybe you're just having a rough day or whatever, but they just need to vent. They need some reasoning in their life. I feel like what this video was saying was very much true. Like, think of him as that person. And then once you reason with stress, aka your friend, not your enemy, you can move past it. You've sorted it out. And so I really like that analogy that this video gave. Maybe I should try to link them below if I remember. Okay, so maybe the last thing that I want to talk about is it said go to bed on time. What is on time? What is going to bed on time? I don't know. I have no perception of time right now. But it did say get enough sleep. You're going to be way more stressed out not getting enough sleep. And trust me, guys, I know. Like, definitely, because I will go, like, just the past weekend. Let's start with Thursday. Like, last Thursday, I didn't get any sleep. Last Wednesday, last Thursday, really no sleep. I'm up early. I'm up all day. I really didn't get no sleep, and I noticed, I was like, oh my gosh, I need sleep. Or those times where I try to do the segmented sleeping, and I'm supposed to go to bed from like 8 to 11, but I don't fall asleep till 9:30, but I still want to wake up at 11, and I'm just like, wow. I notice how it is going through that and not having enough sleep, so please make sure that you're getting enough sleep out there. And yeah, so comment below what you thought about this video. Comment below any tips that you have. Share any videos. I'm gonna share the videos in the comments once y'all start like commenting, so y'all can go watch them as well. Now it's time for me to go grab something to eat, hang out with Riley, and go to bed. Look for my goofers. What the hell, man? But yeah, so it's time for me to go do that. And toodles.